The sharp decline coming after President Trump effectively closed the border to migrants, and many of them seeking asylum in January, leaving many shelters wondering what comes next. Those shelters warning they may not have to close, not just because of the lack of migrants, but because of a lack of cash. They may have to close. Key funds for the shelters are drying up. Another casualty of President Trump's federal budget slashing spree. Joining us now is NewsNation national correspondent Jorge Ventura, who's there in Eagle Pass, Texas, at one of those shelters. Jorge, what's the latest?
Well, and I'm right outside Mission Border Hope. It's one of the many shelters here in the Texas border here in Eagle Pass. And this same time last year, you normally would see buses transporting migrants. You would see employees delivering food and providing care. And now today, the shelter is completely closed. And this is a story of many shelters across the border now that illegal crossings have plummeted to around 600 per day. Most of these shelters during the peak illegal crossings under the Biden administration were seeing up to 1,000 people per day. Some are now seeing single digits of migrants arrive, while others are seeing zero. And during that peak illegal crossings under the Biden administration, many of these shelters actually reached over capacity. And this comes as President Trump continues to crack down on illegal immigration, but also his messaging on mass deportations have played a key role. But even before the election, illegal crossings were trending downward, resulting in shelters receiving fewer and fewer migrants. Ruben Garcia, the director of an El Paso-based migrant shelter network, says that there are approximately only 40 migrants currently staying in his shelters. And because of the reduced migrant numbers, Garcia says that only 4 of the more than 20 network shelters are open at this time. He says likely more are set to shut down by the end of the month, with only 1 or 2 remaining open. The Migrant Resource Center, it's also a shelter in San Antonio, Texas. They stopped accepting new migrants last week due to those low numbers. A migrant shelter operated by the Catholic Charities of the Rio Grande Valley say that this month, the shelter is on track to have only fewer than 350 people in February. In January, that same shelter received over 3,000 people. In Casa de Sugaro Corazon, it's a shelter in El Paso. They said they started to see fewer and fewer migrants arriving last year. That already led to its closure in September. Now, this is all coming as Republican Congress are pushing for no funds to be allocated for the reimbursement of migrant care to nonprofits, communities, or municipalities, as they yet to have to finalize that final fiscal year 2025 budget. Now, Sister Norma of Pinto, she's an executive director of the RGV Catholic Charities, said that she recently received a notice on January 30th that the center would no longer be confiscated for shelters expenses as they had been through the Shelter and Services program. And now with Mexico, Anna, deploying 10,000 troops, officials say they expect more of these shelters to shut down. And scenes like the one right behind me are going to be the new normal along here. The Texas border just completely shut down. We are not even seeing any more migrants here in Eagle Pass. This falls under the Del Rio sector. Officials say that every day so far, they're only seeing between 20 to 30 illegal crossings. So that's pretty astonishing just how fast those illegal crossings have plummeted here on the Texas border, Anna.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.